It's still not done. If there's an echo in chat or in whatever this is, that
Skype.
is Skype. Yeah.
Oh, we're back again.
It's weird because you sound fine in Skype.
Should we
Yeah,
just
it's
go
'cause
with
it's
it?
being-
Because I think we've had half an hour now. Should we
I
just?
don't
go?
know though because if it's gonna like detract from the show or
We're
whatever, it's
live.
gonna be so frustrating.
Um,
I just don't want it to be frustrating. Like it's gonna take away from the
no, it's
from the
okay.
game.
I wonder if I can mute. No, obviously. Okay. We're back. Sorry, I've got to refresh. It's annoying. Okay. So where was I before everything screwed up?
So you're talking about the Scream, which
Yes.
Yeah.
don't
The
really know.
Scream is a unexplained event that wiped out a lot of psychics and throughout the universe, and a lot of technology that actually stopped systems and sectors from going from one to another. So this, everybody still there? Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, this has cut off a lot of systems and sectors from one another, bringing us to this system. Excuse me, the sector of Valhallene. Valhallene has 25 planets, and is you can see a couple of them on your screen right below my face and right below the cockpit there. We are going to be starting in Aliatri, which is right there. But yes.
We
So-
briefly lost Josh,
That's all
but
right.
don't worry, he'll be back. Oh, he's
Yeah,
back
we'll-
already.
Do I fix cams? Do I keep them?
Josh, put your webcam on, dude.
Oh, sorry, man.
That's all right. So yeah, and this game is going to be about. Did he ruin cams? This game is going to be about our characters here. Will, Josh, and Colin are going to be trying to play, I guess, space pirates or be living the life inside of Valhallene. We do have a couple characters already rolled up. Will, you want to talk about your character a little bit?
Yeah. So I am playing Grog Galleon, a rather large human individual man who was working on security on a kind of a company who would go, and they were like repo men essentially, and he was the muscle along with his brother, who is currently absent, but will be joining us potentially later. Well, on a future episode. Anyway, Grog is a bit of a brute, not particularly intelligent. He's quite easily led. He very bulkily built. He has a big, great sword. He carries a shotgun on his back, and he also wears basically a series of metal plates which he's stuck together on his body to protect himself from bullets. It's not like professional or anything. He's just literally stuck them together.
Scrap metal.
Yeah, and recently he was on a ship and he killed a load of pirates because he was essentially told to. So he murdered a lot of pirates, and I believe he's recently received a call from a certain individual named Mutton Jack,
Yes.
and Grog is going to meet with this individual. Although I'm sure you'll have more on that, Court.
Yes. We will go into that in a second. Josh, do you want to talk about your character a little bit?
Yeah, so I am playing, oh god, names. Remember names?
We'll come back to you. Colin,
Yes.
What is your character?
Yeah, so I am playing Ardash. She is a psychic from one of the moons on what planet again, Cord? Refresh me.
Scorpa.
So
Is it-
Scorpa is the
Scorpa
moon.
inside of it's Scorpa. Is
I'm
the
like
moon.
looking.
It's It's actually a smaller planet, kind of like Pluto. It's not really much of a moon because if it was a moon, it would screw up a lot of things. So it's a very small planet in the Eleatra system.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm like looking through it. Yeah, so on the moon of Scorpa, or small planet of Scorpa, which is kind of like a junker planet, and so basically we talked about, she's a psychic, and I'm thinking, so the planet has sort of like a tectonic force field. The plates kind of suck things in, and it's hard. There's a gravitational
Highly
pull.
magnetic.
Yeah, it's very magnetic gravitational pull, and so basically, what happens is when ships try to land, um, the ones that are destroyed, basically, there's a corporation that hunts out scrap metal and returns it around and sells it, and she has worked for that. So basically, her
Yellow.
job. What's up,
Oh.
chat?
Oh, we have a chat. I don't know who's
Pretty
gone.
much it. He's gone. Well, he's
He
going to
dropped.
be in and out until he probably gets home.
Yeah.
Um,
So basically, her job as a psychic and many of the other psychics on Scorpa were to seek out life forms that they could detect through different psychic abilities. And once they were found, it would be like a down ship. So they would go out searching for down ships, and they would find these, people who had just crash landed and are looking for either help or they're injured or whatever. And so they would basically say, "Oh, hey, we're here to save you. Just sign this release form." And so they would have no other option. So they would have to sign it, or otherwise we would just leave them to die. And we would save them, and then the fine print read that now we own their ship. So we would turn that ship around into scrap metal. It's kind of a sketchy system, like a gross life insurance policy. And so that's kind of the way they turned around the psychics, because the psychics is kind of a faux pas to have around on that planet. But so she kind of was faced with this choice of, do I search for something else, or this is a good thing for me. So eventually she decided to leave that the Scorpus system because it wasn't sitting too well with her.
and from there, you
So that's
actually-
Ardash.
You actually joined a psycher college, or a psychic
Right,
school
right.
of learning, and then up until recently, you received another call to meet back up on Scorpa, and we'll get back to that later.
Hey, Rick.
Okay. Okay.
So, Josh, do you have a character yet? A character name?
Yes, sorry about that.
That's
I'm
okay.
just
Don't worry about
the
it.
struggles. Yeah, so I am playing Vox Fell, he's male. Him being a he, obviously. He's in his mid-20s, and he's had a hard life. He was a bandit for the early stages, early on, sort of scraping a living with a small rickety crew, and he essentially got in a little bit over his head one day. So it all came down to a choice of he could either join up with the people who'd captured him, which was Cord. Sorry, the name of the group who found me. They are the Fathers of
Divine Fathers.
the Divine Fathers. That's it. So the Divine Fathers, essentially, they hate psychics, like pretty hardcore, and I joined up with them quickly. Became recognized for certain talents I have of making people not living anymore. That's pretty much I make people dead. That was my. So they took me on and they trained me for many years because I was quite young when I was originally taken in, and I grew sort of a fondness for sneaking off. When they sent me off, they would tell me things like, go off and remain hidden and undetected for several days at a time. And I'd be like, sure. And I'd visit a local town, completely leave the training area. And they thought I was essentially a ghost. And really, I just wasn't where they were looking. But there were some psychics in a nearby town who sort of were hiding amongst the populace as best they could, and I befriended a couple of them. So when I was eventually deployed on my first sort of assignment to kill loads of psychics. We got aboard the ship, and I pretty much said, no, fuck you guys. I don't want to work for you anymore. But thanks for all the training and the expensive gear you've given me. Yeah, and then I killed the 2 people who were accompanying me, including my commanding officer, and escaped via an escape pod, and was picked up later on. And I managed to, evacuate some psychics off. They made it out. But I've pissed off quite a lot of the fathers of the Divine Fathers. So yes, I'm trying to lay low for now.
Okay, so what we have is we have a psyker, a warrior, and another warrior actually right now, and we will try to. We have another expert coming in later, but we'll get to that. So you guys have all been called in on Scorpa by a local crime lord on Dracona, which is a city planet, tech level 4. His name is Mutton Jack, and you guys all have received a
Nice.
kind of like this hollow transmission of this fat man. He wears a beanie, and he's got a cybernetic eye, and he kind of sounds, if you guys know Bob's Burgers, he sounds like Teddy
Yes!
from Bob's Burgers.
Oh, no.
So
Nice.
his name is Mutton Jack, and he says, I've got it in my voice.
Hey everybody, I got a job for you. I know and I've heard from your Galactic Exchange Consulate that you guys are looking for a ship. So recently I've become a grandfather. So I'm feeling a bit generous, and I wanna get rid of my old. I've got this old contract with a bunch of guys on Scorpa, and they are not. Sorry. Yeah, hold on. I'll get to you in a minute.
He seems like he's talking to someone. He's got a business going on. There's people talking. It seems like they're ordering food in the background.
Hold on, I'm on a call. You need to go to Scorpa. There are a band of pirates there that need to. They've got my old ship. You guys can take and have the ship, but you need to start paying me once you get the ship. They have not paid me in over 3 months, and I need you men to go over there and get the ship. And
Ardash
it's
clears.
yours.
Ardash clears her throat when you said that.
Yeah, going back to Scorpa.
No, when you said, I need you men. She goes,
yeah.
And maybe a couple of you ladies. Maybe it's because I'm feeling a bit generous, and but if you guys succeed, the ship contract is now yours. Also, the first 2 months of repair bills are on me. Still have to pay me your regular contract, but besides that, you gotta pay me your contract, and I'll pay for your repair bills. All right? Does that sound good?
And then it cuts out after that. Okay, what do you end up? And then static, and then he was.
So
it seems
we're
like
not
he
to,
goes
are we
back to
together
his-
at this point as
You
a
guys are
group?
not together.
We're not. Okay, so we
Um,
received our message individually.
You guys have received that message, and you all have ended up. It is Julian, the first day of the month of Julian, July. So it is
Thanks,
today,
Right.
years in the future.
Wow.
So yes, and in a galaxy far away. So yeah, you guys land on this junker planet. Whether you guys are all on different transport ships is up to you. But your transport breaks atmosphere. You guys look out the window and you see this junk planet riddled with junk, like this fog that's like rust colored. And you also see like a diamond-plated dock station, kind of like shambled docks, just welded together, but they're hovering above this several hundred feet above this like this earthquake or this fissure that is
Okay.
just this gaping fissure above the planet. It's kind of riding that trail, and there are some there is a lot of turbulence coming from the shuttle when you guys break atmosphere, and They tell you to turn off all electronic devices. Usually they don't say that anymore, but on this specific trek into Scorpa, and Colin, R-Dash also remembers leaving Scorpa. They said the same thing. Please turn off all electronic devices. We need the pilot needs full concentration.
Oh yeah, I already was way ahead of that.
Yeah, you know how hard it is to actually fly.
Now, at this point, I think
And
Ardash, she's sort of a fugitive at this point, but she was called back. I mean, the school had sort of sent her away, but she hadn't been doing what they were asking. She's supposed to be on this sort of like soul searching thing to improve her psychic abilities, but she was just kind of traveling, and so she wasn't doing what she was told to.
The Chorus of Many is actually the university that you studied under.
Cool.
So yeah, they kind of sent you off, and you are they sent you off to do your thing, and then you probably on the midst of this you're probably browsing on the Galactic Exchange.
And so I'm thinking like that they're calling me back or something because I'm in trouble.
Yeah, exactly. And you're like, well, I guess I got to go figure out whatever this is on. How's my voice, chat? I just wanted to know if my mic is any better. So yeah, you guys break atmosphere. You guys land. It's a very shaky landing, but it was. For moments there, you guys were actually worried that could have been your last moments, and then finally the docking bay, the airlocks all open. There's a change of atmospheric pressure, and then over the comms you hear very staticky transmission as the pilot goes, "Another successful landing. Welcome to Scorpa. Good luck. Be safe out there." You guys are immediately greeted with the smell of junk and iron and rust, and also the chatter of kind of like a black market. You guys can just hear people yelling and like kind of sort of kind of like an auction as well. You just hear people chattering and talking back and forth. So yeah, I gotta turn my mic back up because people are still. Yeah. So what do you guys do? There's you guys walk off the ship. There's diamond plate flooring below you. It's kind of, you can kind of feel it rock back and forth, kind of like a boat. And there are patches of steel and diamond plating that don't actually, that you could like see through, right through the hole onto like you're looking at the surface of the planet hundreds of feet below. There's spilled oil or like old rusted fuel cells that are just broken and left to be cleaned up later. Same with food wrappers as well. There is a giant building, spaceport building nearby. It's called Solar Flare Megacorp, and that is, you guys know that as a very corporate shipyard. And that's just kind of looming. That's very clean. There's people working, going in and out, and making like looks very tidy considering the rest of the atmosphere, the rest of the environment of Scorpa.
Okay.
But yeah, there's a couple, I guess, cantinas nearby. There's a. So yeah.
They always play the same song.
Any requests? Same song. Okay, same song.
All right.
From the top.
So I would say I'm, again, trying to I kind of like have a little robe on. I pulled my hood over my head so nobody can kind of approach me. I'm just trying to remain inconspicuous.
Okay.
I feel like for cinematic effect, me and you do that at exactly the same time. Like,
Yeah, right?
Did you guys see each other?
Camera right?
I look at the two of you doing that and I like try and do it, but I don't have one. I'm like,
Just
Tell-
they're really cool.
Okay. But yeah, he does exactly what Josh is doing. You guys see a couple people walk by. Some guys selling looks like to be dead rats. Some sort of like dead space rats. Got 2 tails, 5 eyes, 6 ears, and okay, 5 credits. Pretty good protein.
So I roll right over to them because I know that they're gross and in appearance, but I know that they're delicious because that's pretty much what we like were fed. So I take one from them and I hand them 5. Or how do we transfer credits? Kind of like an
It's a
ATM
chip.
through our like wrist or something like that. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You have like a bracer that is
Cool.
it's got magnetic
Just like
coating.
beep,
and
beep, beep,
they
beep.
just swipe over
Cool.
it. Yeah.
And then I don't know if
you have to
the
activate it,
guys
of course.
kind of see. Yeah. So Ardash is just so she's very tiny, very youthful face. She's kind of got like a little piggish nose, and she looks like she's just always
As if
her
she
skin
were
is
a
very
robot.
like hard because she's just been working her whole life, right? So and she's also got a lot of veins through her forehead from her psychic abilities, and so that's kind of the mark, and so she just pounds on this gross rat in front of you guys.
Okay. Let me try to fix some things. Okay, that should be better. So yeah. Did I just? Okay.
You good, man?
Yeah, you grab the rat and you start munching on it. You guys see a robed person walk over, types in something on her sleeve, and then she holds out the wrist. The guy swipes it with his wand, and or like not like a wizard wand, but like a baton, a magnetic baton, and grabs it. And there's a
futuristic iPad.
yeah, a futuristic iPad. He types in a couple data, and then you sign for it. That's how it'll do. It'll just be an iPad, and you just have to fucking sign for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then that's that. You grab that. Yeah, and there's a. He told you, Mutton Jack also mentioned that you guys need to meet a Mr. Where's my roll 20?
Oh, sorry. It's going to be Fat Tony, isn't it?
Yad Faroug.
Yeah. So I start.
Guys.
What happened?
Who we I'm meant to meet pork chops.
Vox, is that your name, Josh?
Yeah.
Vox and Ardash, you guys both hear this one guy, big burly guy behind you, start talking to himself. And yeah, he starts talking to himself. He says, pork chop. We have to meet. And you're kind of like looking at him. Is he talking to anybody? Is he talking to himself? Who's he talking to?
So I kind of with my mouth full, I just turn and kind of give a listening ear, because I don't want to be detected yet, but I want to understand, because those are some of the things that were going in my mind, because I pretty much know where I'm going around the area.
Yeah.
So I'm just wondering if this person is like following me. Absolutely.
Or perception, I think it's called. It's 2d6. I'm sorry, it's 2. Yeah, it's 2d6.
Oh, we can't just click on it like the other
Nope.
edition.
You
Okay.
go to your thing. 2d6
Yep.
plus your intelligence.
Oh, you're making me work for it. Right up
Your
here.
intelligence
Okay.
is 0.
I
So
10.
it's 2d6.
Oh, okay. So 10 is
0
equals to, there it is. Yeah, 8 to 13. Cool.
Yeah, you hear him say something about pork chop. Say he's gonna meet someone named Pork Chop, and you don't know anybody named Pork Chop, but it does sound like maybe he could be Mutton Chop.
Well, I also yeah, because it's it's mutton.
But he's kind of scratching his head. Vox, what do you do?
I am. I'm going to assume that he's talking into some kind of like earpiece or Like it's one of those awkward things where you see someone and you're like, is he talking to himself? And then he turns and you see the Bluetooth on him and you're like, ah, right. So I'm just sort of, I'm like, oh, this guy must be like talking to someone else.
And then I look directly at you.
and I sort of give a little wave and then feel really uncomfortable and sort of look awkwardly at the ground.
So you're gonna take me to the butchers, I guess.
So I go over and I've finished my rat, and I look up toward him. So you lost, dear?
Yeah, yeah.
I say yes. It's awfully hard to get around in a new place, especially one where you can't see 3 feet in front of you without running into a hunk of metal.
I look down at the sheets of metal on my body. Yeah, they get in the way a bit sometimes.
And I just go, I know right where the butcher's is, but are you sure that's where you're looking for?
Yeah, I've been told to find pork chop. Pork chop.
Pork chop. Are you an inventory man? Are you trying to get the grocery shipment?
No. He gave me a call. Supposed
Is his name Mutton?
Is that like pork?
You know what? I'm heading. Follow me. And she just kind of goes,
Oh,
"Wow,
okay.
he's pretty dumb."
Okay. I smile happily as you lead me away.
I give a look around and sort of not really seeing anyone else who looks like they know where they're going. Everyone looks a little bit perplexed. Like it's quite bustling around. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to follow these guys, but sort of at a bit of a distance. I kind of stick out a bit. I've got like a shaved head and I'm wearing what essentially equates to sort of monk robes with
Sure.
like a big hood. Yeah, I'm just going
You
to...
guys
You
actually,
look like Heisenberg is following us.
you guys also hear a boop, 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 coming from your compad. in your pocket.
C3PO, not now.
That's the same guy.
Wait, I look at my hand.
I look at his hand
Stupid
and notice that mine is also
thing.
going up.
Keeps up making
You go,
noises.
I go, no, it's trying to talk to you.
Stupid. Shut
No,
up.
Yeah, it's and I kind of grab his hand and like I press it for him.
Okay.
The big red
another-
button which turns it off.
Another hologram slides into view and it says,
Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you, you'll be meeting 2 others. One named Vox, one named Ardash. Be careful of her. Okay, I gotta go.
All right,
These people are really
I'll let you know if I see him. All right, bye.
and then
Bye.
Ardash, you're watching this whole thing. This thing just mentions you're meeting a person named Vox and a person named
Yeah.
Ardash.
All right, guys.
Yeah,
if you
right.
see someone called Vox or Pebble Dash, then we know because pretty shady. Said
Hey.
the man on my wrist. So sometimes he speaks to me.
my eyes kind of widen and I'm just like, I will let you know if I find her. Him, them, whomever.
Whoever they are.
Yeah, they might be anywhere. So look out. And I look round suspiciously into the crowd. Never know which one might be a Dash.
And I kind of like have my hand on my holster and I tuck my hood down a little more because now I'm like, oh my god, I'm totally wanted here. I left and I shouldn't have. So then I go, oh well, let's just be cautious and we'll head to the butcher shop. The mutton. We'll go to mutton.
Yeah. He looks a bit like the guy on my wrist, actually.
And I just kind of like, maybe they're brothers.
Yeah, I've got a brother.
Do you?
Yeah, he's my twin. We're like
Oh.
we're like walking along at this point.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, he sent me here to check out this whole ship situation thing.
You go, and does he live on your wrist too? I'm just like not listening.
No,
to
no, no. That's just for whatever that pork man is.
That's the butcher.
Yeah, the butcher lives in my. I don't know how to get in there. It's so small.
So at this point, I've pretty much just like toned him out
Okay.
because I'm trying to remember where to go. It's
Yeah.
only been about a month since I've been away from the moon or planet. I mean, are we going post 2009 with the Pluto thing or what? Like, it was once a planet.
Yeah.
I think it is again now, isn't it?
Are you talking about the size? It's just out in the distance, very far away. It's orbiting the same sun. It's bigger than. What's happening? Someone texting? Someone's calling me. Chat's calling me. Sorry.
Hey, P-Buds.
Sorry, Chat can't.
Prepare ship for ludicrous speed.
We don't have the ship yet. We're off to get it, I think.
Beefhearts was just making a Spaceballs joke, so I had to.
You had to. So yeah,
Let's
the,
go.
That's the best space movie of all time, of course.
of course.
Smoke if
But
you
yeah,
got
it's a small hunk of junk. It's very far away, and it's yeah.
So it's a
I
moon.
mean, it's a planet.
So it's a moon. I'm just kidding. All right, so the planet.
It's a plume.
So I'm trying to remember where to go, and I'm just following my nose because the stench of trash.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're trying.
Never
to,
felt so foul over here.
You probably.
Sorry about
that. My bad. You probably want to steer clear of Solar Flare Megacorp, their offices.
Right, of course. I'm finding
because
like
you
the
were once an agent
right.
of that.
But I've pretty much figured out all the back roads of sneaking around anyway, because that's how I discovered the school in the first place.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you guys.
And I noticed that there has been somebody tracking us.
Make a perception.
Or can I would say.
Yeah, you can.
I heard a little like, I feel like some metal just kind of like kunk, 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 like somebody might have like tripped over something or something.
Maybe.
Can I my stealth or
You
is it
can.
just
Yeah, roll a stealth. Trying to
And the
remember what
perception is the same 2d6.
2d6. Yep. All skills are going to be rolled by 2d6.
The same
and attacks are
roll.
going to be d20s.
Cool. All right, what did you roll, Vox?
give me 1 second? I'm just finding
Okay.
Scrolling so slowly. Right. My stealth is. What am I rolling again?
2d6s.
I've
Plus
actually
your,
got skill in stealth, so.
What would it be? Dexterity, Cord?
Yes.
So 2d6.
Because I've got stealth skill 1.
Mhm.
So do I roll
You have
2d6?
a 2d6 plus 1.
Okay.
Nice.
Cool.
Did chat not want to join? Anyway, whatever.
Oh, I just wrote that in Skype. I just realized.
Oh my god.
Right.
This guy. All right, so did you roll 5, Colin?
I rolled the exact same
46 last
thing.
time. Okay.
What?
You
No,
rolled
no,
46 in total. You should have only rolled.
No, that was my second roll. That it was the exact same
I
roll.
thought you said you rolled 10. Okay. Yeah, no. You don't hear anything.
All right, it was just the wind.
Trying to add chat in.
All right, so we continue on toward Cord. Now Vex has kind of like it's like a stingy black market, but they also make food. Kind of like they take like really sketchy orders of maybe like parts
Hello.
that. What's up,
Chad.
Chad?
Hello. Turn
I
your
see an
camera
exclamation
on.
point.
Buddy.
Hi, buddy.
The camera.
So it's kind of like this black market trading spot that also makes like nasty food that they find. Like they basically just find anything that that the corp like throws out or has no use for, and then they turn it in and they sell it back.
Gross.
And that's
Beautiful
that's the
image.
place
Like,
that Mutton works at,
I've
or
got this
owns rather.
head
Well,
in my.
Mutton is in he's in Dracona.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, isn't that where we're going?
They're
I
going
thought-
to meet
Oh, we're going to.
another guy.
Yeah, that was
Or
convoluted.
each other.
Well, we've met. Wait, who's the guy that we're meeting? Because I thought we were meeting Mutton.
No,
I know we're meeting a guy
meeting-
called Yed, or I forget.
Yeah,
Grog
his
doesn't
name's
remember.
Oh boy.
Am I?
Yod, I believe it was.
Yod. Okay.
Okay,
Rhymes of Grod.
that
Grog.
that was a bit confusing. All right.
Yeah, Yod Faroug. There it is.
YAAD or YA
Yes,
apostrophe.
Yes. I don't know why my.
Okay.
Yeah, Yod Faroug. He's a black market trader on Scorpa.
So yeah, so scratch that. The intuition that I had was that I was also told by Mutton that I had to meet a Yod Faroug. Now, where does Yod reside? Here, let me roll for. Don't I have
Sure.
insight to?
What do you have for your culture skills?
No culture skills, but
You have a culture Scorpa, I believe.
yeah, that's where I'm looking.
Yeah,
Well, it
yeah.
just says culture /
Scorpa.
Hmm.
You have culture spacer and culture traveler.
Oh, there it is. Scorpio. Okay, yes, so I do have that skill. So I'll just roll 2d6s. No bonuses because it's a 0.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you. With asking the right people, it takes you probably about half an hour. But someone points you in the direction of Yad Farouk.
And all I say is, this man is looking for. I don't disclose my name or any information about myself at all. Doing my best to hide my eyes and the veins around them, and yeah. So that's how we're kind of traveling, and I do sort of feel a presence, but there's nothing there. It's probably just all the people around.
Yeah.
I'm
could be
just.
nerves.
It's my intuition because I'm nervous because I'm on this planet, and I saw that message that was saying to look out for me. So yeah, we head toward that direction.
Okay. So yeah, on the way, you guys see a couple people begging for money. You see some guy. Some guy looks like he's trying to peddle some just junk. It's like he's got a table full of things you can't even recognize, just metal valves and bits, and he just gets in your face and tries to sell you grog. He tries to sell you, looks like to be some sort of pump. Hey, you want this? Hey, I get you it's 15 credits. 15 credits for this good flux pump. You need it. Looks like you need it.
No, I only buy seal pups.
What?
I walk
What
on.
is he saying? He looks to you.
I go, he's fine.
So you don't want the flex pump?
We're not interested.
My brother, he told me not to buy things from people like you. Ever
This
since
guy's
the last
crazy.
time.
What's wrong with this guy? Is he,
I go,
what's going on with him?
Yes, he's from another sector, and then I just keep like trying to like push him along.
Okay. Yeah, you guys see this old. It looks like to be an awning of some of those, like that roofing, that steel, wavy roofing that just comes out of this old broken ship that looks like it's just been welded to the side of the this hovering platform. But yeah, he kind of just. You see this guy comes out. He's got this long nose, dark skin, and like this weird. He's got like this weird, very shaved on both sides, dreads that are pulled back into like this top knot that fans out kind of like a peacock. He goes, "Hey, welcome, guys." What's it squeaking? Anybody know what that squeaking is? That could be Chet.
No.
No. Chet, put
No,
your
he's squeaking.
webcam on as well.
What's that?
Put your
Do you
webcam
have a
on.
webcam? Or are you in the car?
Skyping from a motorcycle.
Yeah, I'm on my moped right now, actually.
Are you serious?
That is
No, I'm
No,
in the
Colin's
car.
naive. All right.
Oh, okay. All right, well, call us when you get home.
So-
Don't worry about it. And it'll be easy just because it's going to up chat right now.
Well, I can just. Oh, okay.
I was going to mess up
Well,
the cameras,
or mute.
actually.
Or mute
Just
your
mute
mic.
Miss you, love you, miss you.
Just mute
Or
yourself.
you
There
can
we
mute
go.
yourself if you want to listen.
Oh.
Okay. I'll just call you when I get home then.
Okay, yeah.
It's gonna
We'll
it's
integrate you
gonna
into the story.
be a while before I get
Okay.
home. Like I'm in rush hour traffic,
All right. Well, like 2 hours?
something like that. Like an
Oh.
hour.
Oh, all right. Well, you can hang out.
Do you mind
Just,
if I can talk through if it's okay?
Yeah, just mute your microphone, and we'll call you if you're needed. If you want to listen, you go for it. But if there's like squeaking and stuff and background noise, because right now our cams are good.
Okay, I'll just mute.
Yeah,
Okay.
if he has something to say, then he can just like unmute it real quick and then say it.
Yeah.
and-
It'll just be easy because I can also throw him into the game whenever because you guys haven't met him yet. So,
Cool.
Yeah. He goes, "Hey, are you guys the guys from you know, the guy with, you know."
Yeah. and
Wait,
so I
how'd
go,
you get out of my wrist?
What?
You
What's he
were in
talking-
there a minute ago.
No. What are you talking about? I didn't send it in. That was Mutton Jack. That was a second ago. This is the guy you're supposed to meet.
Oh yeah, Grog has
Mutton
no
Jack
idea.
is on a separate planet.
Grog has no idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
were
I was
completely
also
different.
confused on that, but yeah. Okay. So I kind of shyly, still with my hood on, I kind of just go, he is, and he's waiting for 2 other people.
At this moment, there's a little bit of a cacophony from behind you, and I've sort of been shadowing you, and then someone sort of grabbed me and gone for the hard sell, and I've just been like, oh no, buddy, and as I've turned around, someone else has come up behind me and tried to like steal the wristband off, what you pay for everything with, off my wrist, and I'm no, and then I've just come tumbling into the group of you
Cool.
very unceremoniously and just landed sort of sitting there with an awkward smile.
Okay. You guys see that? What are you wearing, Fox?
Say clothes.
You say clothes.
Close.
Josh,
oh,
what do you-
sorry. Yes, no, right. So I thought, yeah, you were talking to Will, but
No, it's okay.
that's not his.
Fox.
Yeah, no, I'm wearing what
Hey,
essentially.
you're Vox.
Yeah, it's just like a really long, sort of almost floor length, bluey grey trench coat, and then underneath just like plain white linen shirt, matching sort of trousers. It looks like a sort of a uniform of.
Okay.
Yeah, and but I've also got like a completely shaven head. Think like Agent 47, like no hair at all. But I've also got lots of intricate little, like it almost looks like scripture in over like my entire body. And I'm wearing a hood and just I look a little childish and awkward. Like I wasn't really expecting to be thrust
Okay.
people.
So yeah, you guys see this guy who you've seen before periodically throughout your travel through this bazaar, and he just kind of goes ho, ho, and he just rolls and stands up and kind of dusts himself off and looks at you guys a bit awkwardly.
Oh, wacky. Okay. So
And
I
this guy with the dreads and the shaved head and the weird hair kind of looks at. He goes, "Hold on!" And he pulls out this compad, and he just you can see through the opacity of the glass that he has. You can see that he's holding up. Through it, you can see backwards pictures of you and writing, and he's looking at. He goes,
Like,
okay,
crap.
you're the guys you gotta meet. All right, I see. Ardash, is that who you are?
And so I take my hood down very gingerly and just kind of like nod awkwardly because I'm like, yep, me the whole time. Whoops.
Whoa,
My
whoa,
cover's
whoa.
blown.
1 minute, wait, what?
And
I look at Ardash. I look at my wrist for an answer. I look at Ardash again, very confused.
he goes, and you're Grog, or Graham, or Grog, or Graham. One
What?
of the brothers. Right?
Brother, yep. Wait. Hang on a
All right,
minute.
I got you.
And I go,
got your
yeah, and
information
I
right.
just, yeah.
You're like, yeah, okay, but you helped me.
Yeah, this has all been sent. Yeah. And you're Vox, right?
Vox just smiles awkwardly at you, and then looks at Ardash and very like, you know, when you just say the first thing that comes into your head and you really shouldn't, and I just go, it's nice. I put out a hand to shake and I say, it's nice to meet a psychic I'm not trying to kill, and then realize that's just not the appropriate thing to say in any way.
So I like put my hand on my blaster awkwardly, and like just like my eyes just widened, and I look at Vog. That's the guy in the
There's
dreads, right?
Vox.
Yeah, Vox.
And there's Grog.
Vox, yeah.
Well, no, I know his name is Vox. His name is Vox. But the the character you are playing, it's like
Yad.
Vog or Yad. YA. Yeah, so I look at him as if like I don't know if I'm like coming to be killed or something like that because I'm a runaway.
Okay.
And then it all registers with me. I was like, oh, he's not going to kill. And I go, okay.
Who's a psycho? Wait.
Guys, Ardash, I mean, this is really awkward. But anyway, you guys gotta listen here. We don't have much time right now. These Scorpion Hearts, I just got a guy and just got intel on the field. They were doing repairs on the ship. I think now is the best time. Come on.
And I go,
come on.
and you want us to take
You
it?
guys. Yeah. Did you not hear the message from you? You got the message from Mutton, right? You, and he kind of looks at you other two. Come on, Mutton gave you the
Yeah.
and he plays the same.
Yeah.
hollow
He's in there
message
as
again.
well.
This poor guy.
Yeah, these oh boy. Yeah, he's in here as well. He's everywhere. He's in all of us, and he.
He's like, yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
Whoa,
And
he's like God.
Yeah, I guess. Come with me, guys. And he brings you to this old, like, broken, looks like an old, like, taxi hover craft of sorts. And because it's going to be a real bumpy ride, please put your seatbelts on. Put the other seatbelts on as well. And you see, like, these broken crash seats that are just, they're mismatched. And they come down like a roller coaster.
It's
It goes, yeah, fast as those
gross
as
and
well.
metallic.
I look
Yeah,
at
and, like-
I look at Ardash, and then I look at Grog, and I look back to Ardash, and I'm like, is he okay to put on his own seatbelt? Does he? Do you think he knows how?
They're
And I'm like,
doing it my
I've
size.
just been finding out.
We're finding this out as we go.
I'm gonna need a big seat. I say, looking at Yod.
He goes, yeah, you could sit up here with me, and he points to the front seat.
And I kind of look at Vox, and then I look back at him, and I'm like, I would like to sit behind the murderer, because Because I see he's got all these like etches on the back of his shoulder too, or the back of his neck.
Yeah.
Fox.
I swear,
He's got
I
like
swear-
all these like markings of like how many
Yeah.
psychics and how many people he's killed. So I kind of like I'm very aware of that.
I look at you and I'm like, good choice. He looks like a scary one. He probably is a murderer. And I say, and then I
Yeah.
like, hold your hand so you can sit next to me.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna die.
So, yeah, he goes, yeah, whatever. And you hear he starts the engine of this really broken down taxi. And he slowly unhatches the clamps from the mag locks from the platform. And you guys break free and immediately feel a very fast free fall because of the gravity and the magnetics. And he goes,
So I'm saying to
boy."
myself, yeah. So I'm saying, oh no, this is not a very steady ship.
Yeah, he goes,
Because
hold on, I got this, done this for years. Hold on. And you guys are still falling. You fall for about 15 seconds, like a fast fall. And he goes, and he presses like this
That's a long fall.
emergency thruster, and you kind of feel yourself get taken out of this magnetic field, and then you just feel lift, and the hover and the thruster is actually the way it's a smoother ride than it was. And he goes, there we go. Sorry, guys. And
I'm like panting in the back.
he's like, I wasn't quite
Yeah.
watching where the crags were. Sorry about that. And
We're
Yeah.
falling. I just turned to R-Dash and I'm like, if we all die, I hope you die last. With like a really happy smile.
and so he,
And I think
About
it's like a
like-
threat.
yeah, and you're like, about 10 minutes of driving goes by, but towards the beginning of this travel, he kind of pumps it into like he floors it, and you guys are just. And then he's like, "Okay, here we are," and then he turns off the engines and starts to glide into place, and he lands behind this this dark rubble pile. It's probably about 300 feet tall. It kind of feeds into like a little bit of a tunnel to another valley. And he goes, here we go. This is probably good. It's just beyond. The Solace is right beyond. If you want to grab that. Yeah. So, are you going to pay me now or after?
And then I just,
After what?
right away I just go after.
Okay. I'll be back on the planet, on the platform. I'll be back. You guys got it from here, though, right? You don't need me. If you need anything, here, I'll just give you my comms. And he writes down his comms for you. And he's like, if you need me, just let me know. I need to grab a pen because... Wait,
Need to write down his number.
Yeah, I need to write down a lot of things, but I don't know where my pens
It's
are.
555.
There we go. So yeah.
He's just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, that's totally my real number. That's totally it.
So, now that's
Okay, thank you.
It's either that or it's
yeah.
654 321, but I'm not sure. Yeah, he's like, okay, I'll be back up topside. I'll be back later, or do you guys got this, right? I mean, I don't want to send you guys. You guys are comfortable.
And then
You guys
I
ready?
look at him and I kind of am just like, we'll find you.
Okay,
It's kind
you
of
guys owe me. Though.
I
And you
whisper,
We'll find you.
if you want to find him, I can find people.
I'm like, oh, good.
you
Just
guys hear the
how fast-
thrusters turn off, and you kind of hear him swear and punch the engine a couple times as he's driving away. You mother.
Damn taxi cab.
And then you see it ascend towards the clouds again. And you guys are left just this very dark hum of the planet. You're left with the silence of, I guess, the wind blowing through the sheer metal. And you kind of hear a chattering or some sort of crowd or a couple people talking just beyond the mound of scraps in front of you.
So, come here often.
I just I just walk away, like toward the ship.
I'm
'Cause I'm
like,
like,
I'm
oh
like,
my.
oh, thank God, someone's directing me. I can,
Yeah.
I can go again.
Yeah.
I
So
turn back to Frog, and I'm like, I think she likes you.
What?
Likes you.
What? You just said the same word twice.
So I've drawn my my pistol, and I'm kind of like getting distance away from the two
Okay.
of them to try and cover ground, because I'm sort of familiar with this. It's kind of like a crash zone, correct? Or
yeah, this whole
is it like
entire
a
planet
yard?
is a crash zone. Yeah.
Well, of course, but
Yeah, but there are.
but so this particular
some
ship
signs.
has this particular ship crashed, and
No. There are
they're
signs
just
that
working
say.
on it.
It says they're working on the ship. That's what he said. He's like they're doing repairs on the ship right now.
Right. Well, that's what I was curious.
And
about.
you say there are signs like graffitied onto like other hulls of different ships, and it says Scorpion Heart's territory, get out. And there's like a picture of a heart, not like a cartoony heart, but like an actual the organ with like this spray painted S right across it.
Okay.
And
Cool.
and yeah,
graffiti.
it's just like those are posted everywhere, and Colin, you recognize this as being kind of some sort of gang territory.
Like a gang, gang territory. Okay.
Someone really should clean this up.
And do I see the ship at all, or is it more like just we're in
just
basically
beyond.
a dump?
Everybody, actually roll me a stealth check. If you have it skilled, then great. If you don't, it's a -2, so it's 2d6 plus whatever your stealth skill
I
is.
feel like I'm not being stealthy,
Probably not.
even attempting to be.
This is just so I know.
Yeah, I've rolled a 2. Oh,
Stealth, I have nothing in it, so I just roll 2d6.
good.
-2. That's a 7 overall, actually.
That's nice. Okay, well, it's better than.
Nice.
So you roll a 2. So okay. So you guys are just chatting and talking and walking. You guys aren't really.
So I've gone and gotten too far ahead, I guess.
You went too far ahead. Everybody else is just kind of chatting, not really. You guys aren't stealth. You guys are just walking up casually to this to this area. So yeah, just ahead is a clearing. There's you can see some barrels of this liquid hydrogen. I don't even know what temperature hydrogen needs to be in.
I believe it's 3 degrees Celsius. No, I don't know.
There's seems to be some sort of vehicle that has these. There seems to be like this, like the wind or the like the frozen vapor that comes off of dry ice and stuff. That seems to be seeping out of a truck nearby. Probably a fuel delivery truck, and there's a barrel exposed, and it looks like some sort of rusted barrel is leaking some sort of puddle of black liquid. There's 2 men that are armed and just kind of sitting and standing. One's sitting on this fence, and another guy is probably standing 20 feet from him, leaning with his gun is holstered. And then there is one man with a top hat, a beaten top hat, like a ripped up top hat, sleeveless collared shirt, an undone tie, and goggles around his neck. And there are 2 men welding in the distance on this. It looks like like a bulbous ship with bits of iron coming out. It's got some orange paint splattered across it as well. That can only be noticed as the Solace. Or you can only be deduced as the Solace. So yeah, there's 5 men. 2 are working on the ship. 2 are armed. One guy is kind of being the foreman, telling him what to do. He's got the the collared shirt and stuff.
Does the foreman appear to be armed?
He does have a pistol, but it's not on him, or it's not it's not.
No, yeah.
It's holstered, yeah.
It's holstered. Yeah.
I have since put my pistol in my holster. I approach the guy who's directing, and just calmly, with purpose, I'm kind of just like, is the ship all ready? Just hoping he's just like, oh, you're the guy. Yeah.
When I see armed men, I'm a little bit more alert, and I
What
kind
you
of
talking about?
brew up a little.
I go,
On 7, am I particularly stealthy at the moment?
I rolled
No.
a 7 as well. So
No, okay.
I'm Grog. If Grog is being stealthy,
Well, you guys aren't. You guys aren't being very stealthy. You guys will be noticed in a bit. Ardash just
course.
showed up way before you guys are even in view. So at the moment,
Okay.
they don't know you're there.
Okay.
So you have like a
so I'm
round
kind of
until
just
they
like,
know you're there.
I'm kind of just like, I'm here for the ship.
Under whose command?
And I'm like batting my eyelashes. I'm here for the
Right.
ship. Look like a 12-year-old girl. Like,
Right. Under. You got papers? This isn't your ship, miss.
so I go to my wristwatch and I like hit a couple
Wristwatch.
beep boop beep ups beep ups. I wind my watch. Yeah, so I go to my telecom, and pull up a projector that's just like a picture of the ship with like a stamp on it.
Okay, roll a.
Yeah.
Yod, yeah. Do
Yeah.
me and
Yeah.
Vox see this?
Yeah.
Yes, you guys show up around the
Yeah.
corner after you guys are talking about how much she may or may not like you. And
what
then
that
you turn the
means.
corner, yeah, about you, and then you see Ardash just plainly talking to this guy. She seems to be typing something in her. Roll a luck save.
All right, let's start
Colin.
ship.
Okay.
So you roll a. This is a saving throw. So this is a d20, and on your sheet you will have a luck save, and you want to roll
Yeah, I'm looking.
above
I'm
that.
looking for it. Is
It should be at the bottom, I believe.
it ends at leadership.
Oh, we didn't,
It's
we
the
didn't
last
roll
thing.
a luck for you?
There
Something
I guess not.
Let me see.
It ends. I have unspent skill points. That's it.
Saves. No, you have a 14. I'm sorry, it's not the bottom. It's right below your core stats. So you need to roll above a 14 with a d20.
Oh, luck save 14. Okay, great.
Yep.
So I'm
Save
sorry.
D20.
What is it? A D20?
Yep, just a d20.
Okay. That I can do.
Okay, so you start fumbling with some images pop up, bloop, beep, boop, boop, and you can't
Yeah.
quite seem to get
Oh, that's
the
oh.
image that you were looking for.
And I'm
So
gonna
he's
just
just like,
no, it was
right.
here a minute.
Well,
Ah.
Yeah, well, I need to have you leave because this isn't these parts aren't very safe for a woman like you. All right.
And I just go, now hold on. And I was like, this Yod sent me, and
Who the hell is Yod?
these are my escorts.
Oh, what
He-
the fuck?
I work for him, and this is his ship, and he is paying you guys good money to do the thing.
Who the fuck is Yod?
Can I like walk over? Can we start walking over? Or at least I will.
Yeah,
As
Yod
I
is
said,
the contact
cool.
you were meeting on Scorpa. Were you
Right.
talking about Mutton Jack, who actually owns the ship?
Yes.
Okay, Mutton Jack is the guy who owns the ship. He employed you guys and Yod to help get the ship. Yod was your delivery driver.
Right. Okay.
So you meant to talk about Mutton Jack.
Mutton.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you want to
That it was
just
his
retcon
ship.
what you said? That it was all mutton? instead
Yeah,
of
so I
Yod?
just-
Okay.
You just said-
yeah. So
Replace Yod with mutton.
Yeah. Find
yeah.
word.
Replace.
Replace with
Yeah.
next. Okay.
Control F, mutton.
Yeah. All right. So he goes.
So it's like,
Oh,
it's
you're here for the ship.
Mutton's ship.
Well, we
Solace.
told Mutton that the payments are gonna be on its way. Life's tough here on Scorpa. He knows
And I'm
that.
like,
Hello.
yeah, I can't
Hello.
imagine. And like, I kind of just like crick my wrist. I can't
showing up, is
imagine.
that what the hell it
Yeah,
was?
I want to walk over and shake hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes, he does not take your hand, and he actually reaches for his pistol and goes, guys, I'm not going to ask you again. This isn't safe for you guys. And you're outnumbered.
Well, have you asked me? Sorry, who's asking?
What
what
do you
it-
mean?
I just said hello. You said you're going to tell me something again. You haven't told me anything. What's going on?
Oh, wow.
He's just like, he's an idiot, but he's really like
Yeah.
bold when it comes to
Yeah.
other guys.
I mean,
He's like, I'm a monkey now.
I already told your friend here that she's got to start walking because this isn't safe.
She's not my
I-
friend. She's
We're out.
a dash.
Do you know
Gotta
who
be.
Mutton Jack is? The both of you.
And then I elbow him.
He's in here. He's in here. Yeah,
I elbow Grog and I go, pork chop.
yeah. Oh, yeah. He's in here. He's in my arm.
Okay.
Got him. Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, he's here. So
Yeah, so-
we'll take the ship now. Yeah.
I'm afraid that we already said no.
Where are the other
If
two
I-
guards?
Yeah.
The armed guards.
The two guards are actually making their way over now.
Is this the
They're
kind of
slowly drawing
thing
their weapons.
where if I ask a third time, it's lucky?
Yeah, if you want to roll.
And
a
I
luck.
go,
Sure.
No, I was
It's
saying that in character.
Was that in
so-
character?
well, so
okay.
Yeah.
So I look at Grog and I go, I think he means to say that he's planning on stealing this ship. And my eyes widen.
Stealing. That's
I'm-
against the law.
it's-
You shouldn't steal.
I've just basically.
And I go, what will we tell Mutton?
I've just pulled out my compad like while this is going on and like sort of like I've got to take this and I've like put it to my face and
Whoa,
I'm now
Where's he going?
Whoa,
What's that?
quiet. He's taking a call. Come on.
and I,
His mother.
He's like
How
Grod's really big on
rude.
manners. Like.
I'm starting to
I go, oh, it might be Mutton, who is
Yeah.
very angry that you're stealing his ship.
Might be his
but
brother.
what I've done is I've started to walk away from the group, but I'm actually walking towards the two armed guards who are coming towards us, but like completely absent-mindedly, just like,
Right.
hello,
Right.
yeah.
Hey, babe.
Okay, they pull their guns out, and they're like, "Hey, Phineas." And he goes, "Yeah, what?" He goes, "No, I don't know. I mean, I've told them plenty of times. It's up to you guys." And they go, the guards who you're approaching, they both are like, "Hey, don't take a step farther."
I stopped
Which
walking
direction?
and I hold her hand and I'm like, hold on, sorry. What was that?
He's on a call right now.
They all kind of actually let's see. Let's roll a luck. Vox.
I wonder
Okay.
where this is going.
Is it? I don't know what my luck saving is.
It's on your character sheet below your.
Yeah, I'm just scrolling up to it now. I know it's one
Okay.
d20. I will roll a 1 and I will kill this character. It'll
Yeah, it's,
happen.
13.
Cool. Roll 1d20. Go. No. Oh, why does nothing ever work for me?
Are you rolling shitty?
Here we go.
Okay, 17. They got their guns out, and then they just go look at each other and go, and they put their guns down, and they kind of just wait for you to finish your call.
We have this sort of
Nice.
moment, like I look at them, they look at me, and I kind of mouth like sorry, and then they're sort of
Okay.
Don't worry,
So
these
don't worry
guys-
about it. Take all your time you need.
One
Yeah,
second.
I've got 2 pencils in my ears. I'm an idiot.
Yeah,
so
on a I'm kind of gabbing it like that, but I'm sort of stepping towards them ever so slightly.
okay.
How
And they just kind of wait, and the guy's like, "So, you guys could tell, Mutt and Jack, tell the guy that money's on the way."
What's the distance between me and these two guards?
10 feet.
and me as well.
Okay.
Closer to like
Phineas
25
is
feet.
probably about 5 feet from you guys. The guards are about 25 feet.
Okay. So I say to him, wait, what did he say? The money is on the way. So he's okay. And I just say to him,
You guys are here to repossess Mutton's ship. Also,
course.
the reward for repossessing Mutton's ship is keeping the ship or starting a renting contract with said ship.
Right. I'm gonna suddenly. Can I basically, like, while I'm holding the phone, like, make my phone, my compad, can I make it bleep?
Yeah. You
Like,
could, turn
it's
the
all
volume
over.
up on it.
Like I've got another call, and I'm gonna pat myself down. And I apologize for this, guys, but this is what I do for a living. I'm gonna pat myself
Yeah.
down. Hold on. I look at one of the guards.
What's your skills here? Skills. Make a, I guess, computers check, which you don't have, so be -2.
To make my compad bleep, like just a bleep.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're not very tech savvy.
Oh, okay, cool. Right.
Yeah, so it's 2d6 -2.
I am. What's what are the benefits of SciTech again? Because I have tech.
So sci-tech is things like sci-tech is things like before the Scream there were things called pre-tech, and they had a lot of like weapons that used and harnessed psychic energy,
Great.
fuel that could be also psychic energy and things like that as well. Oh, kick Colin off or kick Chet off. Let's just add him back.
Okay.
I rolled an 8.
Okay. Where is this? So this is So you quickly, like, while you're talking, you're like, sorry. You call yourself or you call your voicemail, and then it starts going.
Yeah.
You turned up the volume and you're like, sorry. Oh, got a call, and they seem to buy it.
And I turned to one of the guys, and I basically I want to fluke this real quick. I want to sort of pat myself down as if I've got like another device on me and just be like, I've got another call coming in, and I'm carrying a couple of grenades, and I want to literally move the pin from the grenade and say, can you take this, and just chuck it to the guards.
Okay. Roll luck. See if it all works out smoothly.
Don't crit fail. Don't crit fail. Don't crit fail.
Crit
Yeah.
fail for hilarity.
Yeah.
Please.
He throws him the pin.
Take this.
I throw the compad and just put the grenade to my head. Hello.
Oh, I'm getting something.
Okay. So
11.
what was the I think what's your luck?
Sorry.
What is your luck as a warrior? It is 13. Okay, so you kind of go and you pull the pin out successfully, and then you kind of just go, "Hey, take a look at this," and they both just look at it and run the opposite directions, kind of splitting the difference, I guess. And it lands. Let's roll initiatives, and then that will blow up next round. All right, so initiatives works 2d6 plus your dex, and that's that.
Plus my dex.
Modifier or?
Plus your dex modifier. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Cool. I am
3d6 or
minus
2d6?
one.
I'm sorry.
2d6.
Oh, my bad. Hey, and I rolled 1, and it was a d20. Bye.
I rolled a 10 overall.
Rolled a 9.
Okay. 10, 9. What else?
Oh,
Vox, did you roll something?
yeah, I am rolling now. My laptop takes all the time in the world. I do apologise.
Okay.
Oh, the cameras are messed up again.
Oh yeah, because Chet did stuff. Chet left. So I'll be back in a second.
I've just got to find my modifier.
Now would be a great time for Chet's character to just walk out of the ship with guns blazing.
Hi there.
These are the rightful owners of the ship.
I rolled an 11, but I haven't added my dex modifier. I think it's +1.
So, 12.
Yes.
Man.
Math wins.
Yeah. Alright, good
Just a
fun.
quick fix of the cameras here.
Alright, see you in a bit, Loafer. See you soon, my friend.
Of what?
Ouvre-la mon frère.
Bye.
More flash.
Okay, so
There
the
we
cams
go.
are back. All right, so you rolled 11. Who rolled 10?
Me.
And then R dash. I gotta roll for these guys. I think I did, but let me check. Yes, I did.
I see. Oh, no.
3, 8, 4, 7.
By the way, that 11 is actually 12. I just didn't add my bonus.
Sweet.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going.
Did
Wait,
I
what
roll
did
4?
what did our enemies?
4. Okay. Let's roll one more.
What did our enemies roll?
Actually, there'll only be 4 guys. Don't worry about it. It's So yeah, Vox, it is your turn. You threw the
Don't worry about
grenade. They didn't buy it, and they ran. Well, you'll know when they go.
Yeah.
But Vox is
Cool.
first.
Does
You
it
actually, all you guys go before they do. So
That's what I had figured, because if he
Yeah.
only rolled a 12, we're all very close to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did my grenade explode, or are they getting away?
It will next turn.
it doesn't explode now. It's
Okay.
still, it's in the air. They're running,
See
and now it's still your turn to move stuff, like slow mo.
Okay, cool. Can I draw my? I've got a compact, like it basically is a collapsible recurve bow, that's like in a pack on my back. It's just sort of slung over, and I basically want to just pull that.
And the bow is already connected with the bow, or the string is just already like a cable, and it's just slacked. So you go and you snap it open, and
Yep.
you hear the boom from the cable as it snaps taut.
Yep. And I want to I want to shoot one of them as he tries to run.
Fucking awesome. All right. So
Preferably in the
roll-
legs, doesn't get away.
So the way everything works in this game is it's 1d20, sorry, plus your skill, which yours are, you have combat primitive, so that
2.
is 2. I don't think you shouldn't have 2, you should have 1. Yeah, 1, and then you have your dex, which is another 1, so that's 2. d20 plus 2,
Yeah.
plus his armor. So my armor is 4. So you d20 plus 6 and get above a 12. Or get above a 20, I'm sorry. So yeah, your target number for hitting is always 20. You add your skills, and then you add your attack bonus, which you have 1, so that's actually 7. And then you
Nice.
have So that's actually, and then you plus their armor. So in total, d20 plus 7, get above 20. Okay, so
That's
you kind of grab.
Oh dear.
You don't even get a shot off. You throw your bow into the air, and you snap it open, and you grab an arrow, but you don't have enough time to actually fire it.
Fair enough.
So yeah, like you don't lose an arrow, but it's just like you couldn't even pinch off a shot. Grog, it is your turn. You see a grenade go in the air, and you hear a, and then you look over and you see this stranger that's been following you just whip out a bow, and is now pointing it at one of the guards, and the guards seem to be running from something that he's thrown.
I'm going to draw my sword because clearly something's
Okay.
up. Like Rob doesn't quite know what's going
Okay.
on here, and he hasn't been given an order to fight anyone, so he's not going to like start just waiting on people and just immediately murdering them. Is there what's the name? Phineas bloke in front of me.
Yeah.
What's he doing?
He's it hasn't had a turn yet, so right now he's like right in the middle of turning around to see what's happening.
Okay, I'll step behind him, ready to. I think I'll try and attempt to like arrest him, like grapple him from behind, attempt to like take his hands from behind and kind of arrest him
as
like
he's
an
turning,
officer.
you just want to grab that arm.
Yeah,
and just
kind of grab it,
wrench it
yeah.
behind him.
Pretty
Okay.
much, yeah.
So yeah,
He's been stealing.
He's been stealing. I have to bring you in.
Yeah.
What would that be? I think that would be Grog. Just a strength. Physical save.
Grapple, right? Like
Do we have a
grapple.
grapple? Is grapple in here? No, there's no grapple.
Athletics.
Yeah, do an athletics, and then he will roll a physical save.
Okay, so
You have it's
I rolled
2d6
it. Yeah.
plus 0 plus your strength, which you have plus 1. So you have to roll 2d6 plus 1.
Okay, 2d6 plus 1.
Yes.
That is a 6.
Okay, you're able to grab his hand, but you're not able to actually finish the wrench. So yeah, you have his hand this round. You could try again next round.
We're trying to hit like a DC of 20. Is that what you said?
No, that's a skill. If you want to do an attack,
Right.
yeah. So that skill is like a 7 is your target number for skills, or for simple skills. So yeah, that's your turn. R-Dash, it is your turn. You see everything I explained about Vox happens, and then now you see the brute next to you takes a step forward and grabs Phineas's hands, and grabs his hand and tries to. Looks like he's trying to wrench it, and your turn to react. Call.
Hello. You're
You're
muted.
muted.
Go on.
Yes.
Oh, X-Files in the background,
Yeah.
I'll say I love it.
Yeah.
right? How close is Solace to me?
Solace is about 100 feet, and it's kind of nestled underneath a junk pile. So there's like a junk pile cave that they've kind of carved into
Right.
this mountain.
Is
of
there
junk,
anything
and
like?
they're
Is
just
there
kinda
any kind of
nestled in
like?
there.
Is there any kind of junk around like the surroundings?
Yeah, there's a few junk piles. There's a vehicle with like a freeze truck, or an Arctic freeze truck, kind of keeping these fuel cells very, very cold.
How far away?
That's about 20 feet from you. There's a spilling oil bucket, or a spilling oil barrel, probably 30 feet to your left. To your right is the truck. In front of you are the two people. Phineas is right, directly in front of you. The vehicle is about 20 feet that way. Straight ahead of you.
And Grog
beyond
tried
your
to
right
attack
is Solace.
Phineas.
What? Yes,
Grog tried to, and he failed.
and he failed.
He just like went right by him.
He went
I
to
think I
grab his
grabbed
hand and missed.
grabbed his hand. Yeah.
Okay, all right, okay. So I run for the that fuel tank.
Okay.
I just make a run for it to hide behind.
Okay. I don't think you need to roll anything. I think that's okay. Yeah, you just move over there.
Do I?
Okay.
Do I?
it is-
Like as like to cover to get cover
Yeah.
while I'm
What did I say,
like
20
so
feet?
I draw. Yeah, I draw my pistol and I run to the.
Yeah, you can move over there and you can actually fire.
Cool. Oh, okay. I want to like shoot at. Yeah, I guess I'd just shoot Phineas. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
So,
So,
I was
roll-
debating on whether to like shoot like a warning shot at him or something, but I guess he's
Just shoot him. Yeah.
Shoot him in
yeah,
the
so
face.
maybe I try, but like it ends up that I aim right at him.
Whoops.
Okay.
Just a warning
Um,
shot, boys.
Just
My bad.
one warning shot,
Yeah.
and you just blow his
right
face.
to his chest. Yeah,
The warning shot to the face.
I guess it's more of like a I'm getting out of here, but like my like I'm just shooting blindly toward him.
Yeah, towards his face.
Okay.
Cover
roll
fire.
It's 2d6 plus
Okay.
whatever your skills are here. Combat, side tech. No, you don't have that. So you're going to be rolling 2d6 minus 1 because you don't have combat like pistols and stuff. But
Right.
you have a plus. You have a +1 because of your dex. So you're actually at plus.
So 0.
You're at
even
minus
that.
1, and now add his armor class, which is 7. So you're actually a d20 plus 6. D20 plus math.
D20 or 2d6s?
D20. D20 and is for attacks and saves.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Quadric.
Okay. So you fire the pistol and it goes wide, right over his head. It's a laser pistol. Is that what you have?
It says a crude pistol, so I would
Okay,
imagine
so, yeah,
it's just
it's
like
an old.
yeah, like
like-
a
Yeah.
45 caliber. Like I
Uh,
found it in the junkyard and I thought it was badass. So just
Yeah, and you've kept it ever since.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys hear a thunderous and coming from over by the truck. You guys all look, and there's Ardash.
Like,
These warriors.
haven't
are
heard that in 100 years. Yeah. So I ran behind this tank, and now what is in the tank?
We'll get to that in your turn. It's just a frozen.
Oh yeah. All right,
vehicle.
so I'm
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, that's where
so
you
whatever.
landed. Now these guys are
Hid
gonna-
behind whatever it may be. All right.
The incredibly flammable
This is where
fuel
we
tank.
find out
Yeah.
the GM has made this encounter way too hard. Probably not. But we'll see. Combat. What is your armor, Grog? Actually, what is your armor, Vox? Sorry.
Okay.
My armor is 5.
5. Okay, so D20. Oops, didn't mean to roll that.
Nat 20.
Wow.
It wasn't a nat 20? Oh yeah, that one didn't count.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
so one of these guys takes out his it's like a semi-auto rifle, and he fires it in your direction. It misses. The other guy, actually Phineas, is going to attempt to grab his pistol and fire at you, Grog.
You're under
Grog,
arrest.
make a physical save.
Okay, how do I do that?
Get an attack of opportunity. So it's D20, and then
Okay.
you have a target number on your character sheet.
12. My thing is 12. I
roll a
rolled
12?
an 11.
All right.
No, my physical save
so
says 12.
he is able to actually fire a shot off at you without you interrupting.
Oh, a moment too.
What is your armor?
Too slow. 3.
That's pretty good.
He's an easy target, Grok. He's hard to miss.
He's
What
really
is-
good.
Space-wise,
No,
I mean, he's
three's
pretty
good, yeah.
pretty large guy. I mean, you'll shoot him, but you might not get 3D armor, I guess. He kind of soaks it all.
He's just too stupid to realise he's been hurt.
Yeah, so he's got
What's that? What's that bleeding ligament?
a
Never
minus
mind.
2 plus 3, so you have an armor class of... okay, so he has a d20 plus 1.
Okay.
Pretty good. So he's going to fire at you. What did I roll? Sweet, he misses. Maybe when he goes to draw, and he just kind of fires out of panic before he even aims it. Just fires in the air, and he tries to reload and back up. Yeah, now he's backing up and pointing the gun at you and trying to recover from almost firing his face. We're going to go back to the top of the round. There are 2 other guys, but they're not going to do anything this round. The grenade blows up. I'm going to roll physical saves for these guys. See if they have actually made it.
See if anything can save them.
Yeah. The Warriors... 12.
By the way, guys,
Cool.
we've just about hit 10,000 views on the website, so if you haven't checked it out already,
That's
a lot of people
awesome.
like it. So,
Congratulations.
www.encounterroleplay.com, thank you.
So one guy doesn't make it, the other guy does. A guy dives to get out of the range of the explosion. The explosion goes off and swallows the other guy. It doesn't seem to dive quite in time. What is the damage of that grenade?
2d8.
2d8. What did I roll? 6 and a 2, taking 8. Yeah, you see a lifeless body is left in the... After the explosion happens, there's some charring and some smoke and embers coming from the tatters of his woven armor, and there's just a lifeless slump there, left where that guy was. Vox, it's now your turn. You can squeeze off another shot if you'd like.
Nasty.
I can squeeze off my first shot. I'm going to
Yes,
say that
sure.
hopefully I've been lining this shot up and I've done well.
Exactly. So you have your... that was me that rolled? Oh, I rolled an accident. Okay.
God
So
damn
it's
it.
d20 plus your combat primitive skill plus your attack bonus. You have 1 plus your dex, which is 1, plus your 1, so you have 3 there, plus his armor, which I think is 4.
Nice.
7. No, I'm sorry. Who are you attacking, Phineas or a warrior?
The warrior.
Okay, so it's 4, so it's d20 plus 7.
Okay.
Maths is fun and simple.
Math is fun and simple, is that what you said?
Yeah.
How dare you?
It's best one.
Oh. I'm trying to roll d20 twice. I don't know why. So 1d20 plus 7.
1d20 plus 7, yes.
Cool. Why you no roll? Plus
Want me to roll it?
7. Can you, Cord? Would that be
Yes.
okay?
That would be perfectly
As long as
fine.
you roll a nat 20. That's
I
essentially-
didn't. I rolled an 18. So yeah, you fire. Goes right by him. Doesn't hit though. Close but no cigar. Grog, your turn. There's a pistol in your face, and Phineas is now backing up.
All right. Well, he's tried to shoot at me,
About
didn't he?
5 or 10. Yeah, he tried to shoot at you. Well, he shot the air.
Yeah. Well, it's basically the same thing. Yeah,
He pulled a gun out.
you fired upon an officer.
Shots fired.
In shots fired, boys. Take up. He's going to draw his great sword and attempt to charge him and get the gun out of his hand, essentially, or potentially taking off the hand.
Okay, roll D20 plus math. Do you know what math
I've got
is?
I've got a 1 in primitive weapons,
Okay, so
so that's a
1
+1,
plus your strength, which is 1.
which is 1.
Yeah, and you have an attack bonus of 1, so that's you immediately have +3 with your sword.
Okay.
If that's not right, I don't care. It sounds fine with me. And then you have his armor class, which is 7. So that's you. Now you have D20 plus 10.
Okay. 1d10 20 plus 10. I rolled 14.
Great. You charge and you miss.
Oh,
You sail. Was it like a thrust, a slash? Did you chop? How did you attempt to get?
I ran for a wild overhead slash.
Okay, and it kind of just digs into the sand next to him.
Yeah.
Ardash, it is your turn. What is happening? That's what you hear just happened in the junk land.
Swing and a miss.
Yeah, so in front of you is this giant, kind of, it's like a forklift. There's a huge crate, and spilling from the crate there's a door that's open. If you were to picture a freight canister, but make that a cube, and the doors are open, and it's bellowing like this frozen, like frost vapor coming from it. There are barrels, you can only assume, inside. These are commonly done and transport fuel cells.
Okay.
Would
it have any? Would I be able to have
Actually,
any?
the vehicle is on because it needs to be on to keep the crate cool.
All right. Can you explain it to me one more time so I can? So it just.
It's a forklift holding a cube that is about the size of like a freight canister, but like the things on the back of a truck. But picture that as a cube, so it's like 20 feet.
Question 1. All right. Can I roll to see whether or not I know? I mean, I think I've spent enough time around it, things like this, to know. Right? Is it flammable?
Yes, hydrogen is very flammable. It is.
Okay.
Fuel tends to be, I guess.
Yeah, it's just frozen in liquid. Well, it's not frozen. It's in liquid form, just to make it easier to control, like to gases. Obviously, if there's a leak in gas, then you know where it is. This is just a little easier to store.
So
it makes sense in my mind. Chat, I don't know if that makes sense, but in my
I understand it. Am I at this point? So I've run about 20 feet away from
everybody else.
The
Phineas.
other characters. Well, the guy in charge. What was his name?
Yeah, Phineas. He's the guy with the broken top hat and the cut off sleeves.
Okay. Yeah. So, but I've run, I guess, toward
a little bit
the other
like
action
10 feet.
where he. So I ran north. Okay, so if they're to the west and Phineas is to the east, I've run kind of northwest to where this box is, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you've run north.
Okay.
You've run northeast to where these boxes
Northeast.
are. They're kind of still in the center of action. Yeah, you've ran northeast. You're a little closer to Solace. You're a little closer to, very little.
The other guards.
Closer to the that one guard that died. He's way ahead of you. You're actually closer to that other guard.
Okay, so I wanna shoot. Yeah, I want to fire a shot at him. That's what I'm gonna do. What is his armor class?
His armor class, Phineas, is 7.
No, the guard. I want to shoot the other guard.
Is 4.
Okay.
So
I would do a
rolling
D20
your
plus 4.
-2, plus 4, so you have +2. Plus your dex, I think? You've got a high something. You've got a high dex.
Yeah.
So +1. So you have a +3.
D20 plus 3. Okay. Oh, good. I crit failed.
Okay. So you miss. In this,
I think I shot back.
Does it blow up?
You're shooting. Phineas, right? Or the guard?
The fuel
No,
tanks, right?
I was shooting at the guard.
The fuel tanks, yeah, right.
Rip Solace.
I shot at Vex.
Okay. Are you? Yeah. Vex, make a physical save. Actually, make a. I think it's a.
Or maybe
dexterity
my
save?
gun jams or something.
Make an evasion save, Vex. Fox. Sorry.
Oh shit! Oh.
Sorry.
Hey,
Yeah,
Z-Taz.
I'm a medic.
Did you miss? No. It's D20. You want to get above
Yeah.
a 14.
It's come up. It just hasn't shown on my screen yet.
It says 12.
You rolled 12.
12.
You need to get above 14. Okay. So Colin, you're gonna do half damage to your buddy. What armor are you wearing?
Plate mail. Plate.
It's got
Metal
fucking
plate.
So crude pistol. I think would still probably go through it.
That would hurt a lot.
Yeah.
Could hit your face. Could hit you exposed.
Boy, also he's shooting me in the back, and
Yeah.
like, he got like all he's got to do is hit like a joint or something like that. So yeah, I suppose it would.
So Ardash, what's your crude pistol's a D6? So yeah, roll a D6 and I'll just cut it in half, and that's what you take.
Okay. Hopefully I
Pistol
crit
versus plate armor, you know.
It's when you pray for a crit fail, but you've already had one.
Good.
Good. So
Wow.
Max damage.
All right, take 3 damage. Sorry, I shot you right in the back.
right in the. So yeah,
I have been saying
feel
creepy
an
stuff.
intense pain.
Well, so the guy was running semi away toward me, so I just like was following him like this, and as he passed the box, like I shot. That's when I decided to shoot.
Well,
as
you
he
shot.
was like passing my line of sight.
He dove because of the grenade. You shot at him. As he dove out of the way,
Right.
it went through and just went
Okay,
right
yeah.
into Vox's shoulder. But
Okay.
that's according to you. That's how it happened in your eyes. Maybe.
Yeah, he moved.
Yeah, he dove out of the
Maybe
way.
that was. Yeah,
Maybe. Or you shot him.
I don't know.
you-
There was someone else who had a
'cause you're not
pistol just
a
like
very good
mine.
It's told not to trust Dash.
Yeah.
I think as I see you shoot.
Okay.
Hopefully,
So,
nobody else saw that.
So yeah, you are now at 5 hit points, Josh, or Vox.
Oh my gosh.
Now it's their turn. This warrior is dead. Phineas is gonna go. He's gonna try to fire.
She's gonna hit the range.
-2. What's your armor, Grog?
3.
So he's got a +1. Oh yes, I forgot. And I rolled a 15. Okay, so he tries to fire at you, and it bounces off your armor. It just ricochets, like it just skids. I mean, it's plate mail and a bullet. So
Yeah.
What is he actually shooting you with? Yeah, a pistol. So yeah, it just hits you just at a right angle where it doesn't actually penetrate the metal, but leaves a nice dent, and it just and fires off into space as it ricochets off your shoulder. The other warrior is gonna go. He's gonna fire. Actually, he's gonna stand up and try to fire at R-Dash.
No.
Actually, he's gonna get up and then run toward you, R-Dash, for cover.
Okay.
He doesn't know that you're there. He doesn't seem like
Right.
he's actually noticed you. He's just getting up and running. He doesn't have a turn because takes 2 turns to get up and 1 to move. So he's gonna hide out over there.
So I just see him kind of getting up and running toward me.
Yeah, and
Oh, and this is the third guard?
this is that last guard. Yeah, and
Great.
You've got a turn, Vox. Guy gets up and runs away from you towards the truck. You also see him running towards your new female friend, who goes by the name of Ardash.
I turn round and like, what's going on with the big I can't remember his name. The guy who was wearing the top hat and stuff.
Phineas. He backed up. He's still backing up, and he shot a fire at Grog, and it just pinged off his armor. And Grog is just kind of like, he just charged, missed, and now he's, you can only tell. Who knows what Grog is going to do.
Just a series of failures between me and Phineas, really.
Cool.
Yeah. I feel like this is what this game is a series of failures until someone hits, and then it's like, oh. And then it's...
I turn around.
Well, I mean, because that's what a gun, like a shootout is. Like,
Yeah.
nobody, like, you don't get hit.
Yeah, you're not supposed to get hit. And when you do get hit, it's supposed to be critical. But yeah, like I said, this isn't D&D. D&D, you can take damage because you're a hero. In this game, you're just trying to survive.
Fair enough.
All right.
I turn and that and I see that Phineas has a gun out, and I'm like, oh, and I've just been shot, and I'm like, cool, fuck this guy, and I try and nail him in the face with an arrow.
All right. How did you do?
16. On a 16, can I say I take his hat off? Is that okay?
Yeah, you can take his hat off, but you don't do any damage.
No. I just damaged his pride.
Yeah, his hat. Well, he was running. I'm gonna say you hit him in the ankle, and he trips a bit, and then he kind of like slides down to into cover. That'll be his. So yeah, you still tripped his pride by tripping him with an arrow, but didn't take his hat off yet because he was running. But yeah. So
if he's Indiana Jones, he's gonna go back for it.
Exactly. I gotta go. I'll be right
Oh,
back.
thank you, H2H Hombre, for following. Welcome to that.
Oh, thank you, buddy. Welcome to the Galactic Adventure. See that?
Yes.
See what I did?
Oh, very nice.
Grog, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm going to swipe at this guy Phineas again, because he's still shooting at me, and he needs to be arrested. So, I'm going to roll.
Just assume that you're a cop. You're not a
Well,
cop.
he's
You
had
can
background in
right.
security stuff. So,
It's
I mean,
just-
Yeah.
Hey, Spirit Benny,
Yeah.
we're playing Stars About Numbers, a new campaign. We're intergalactic space cyber dragons. That's
Cyber
canon. Yeah. So I roll a 1d20 plus a 3 plus 7, so plus 10.
10.
Like last time, yeah. So I rolled a 17.
Wow, you guys
Wow.
suck. All right.
Yep.
You got a plus 10.
10. It's still...
Okay, do you...
Wait, so are we
walk
trying
up
to roll
him again?
high or are we trying to roll low? I don't want to
You
know.
want to
what it is.
roll 20. You want to roll above a 20.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
So,
like the name of this. Never mind.
Like roll 20. Yeah, you want to roll 20. So you are you walking up to him to swipe again?
Oh, yeah.
Thrust, chop, or you keep
Well,
chopping?
maybe I'm not. Maybe the problem is I'm just swiping at air.
Yeah.
Yeah, either way, it's just
So you take a
unsuccessful.
couple steps forward and you swipe again. You're close, but not enough.
So we're gonna
actually-
miss.
You don't really hear anything. You don't hear a clang of metal or anything. R-dash, it's your turn. There's a guy probably 5 feet from you, or about 7 feet from you, ducking on the other side of this truck. He doesn't know you're there. You can just do this and fire.
Yeah. So what I do?
If you wanted.
I don't know if we talked about this,
Not yet.
but well, just in the past. Okay, so I have 4 grenades.
Yes.
I was envisioning them as kind of like Halo plasma grenades, but like not blue or whatever, but kind of like charges. Like you you click the button and then it just
Sure.
like a sticky bomb.
So you want like a sticky bomb. You have 4 sticky grenades, or do you have
Yeah.
one sticky,
I have-
one flashbang,
I have-
one smoke? Because they're very broad about in the equipment section. Stars Without Number. I watch a
Of
lot
course,
of their stuff, and they do this, or not Stars Without Number, Swan Song, and they do the same kind of thing where there's no
Right.
description of the grenades, so it can be smoke.
You think I
whatever.
could-
You can just
yeah.
clarify.
Well,
as
yeah.
you
What
use
if
them,
there's
or when
like
you buy them. But
Yeah. Well, how about this? Like, what if there's kind of like, because it's in the future or whatever, what if there's kind of like a knob or like a setting? You know what I mean? Like
okay,
there's a four-way setting, so like frag, like
shrapnel or
plasma.
shrapnel smoke.
Yeah,
Okay,
you know
and
what
it's
I
just a
mean?
different
So
canister.
yeah, so it's like like you twist it to one way or the other, and then so she twists it to plasma and just sticks it to the barrel and bounces
Oh, okay, okay. So to the
and
trucks,
runs towards Solace. Yeah, she runs towards Solace.
like to the side of the canister, because right now, the truck.
She sticks it to the
Let's say well,
not
you're
to
facing
the
the front of the
forklift.
truck. You're facing the front of the truck.
I thought it was like a forklift.
Yeah, but it's got a canister. So let me just finish explaining. You were
Okay, yeah.
facing the windshield, and you're hiding
Okay.
behind the front tires. This guy ran around the
Okay.
other side.
Okay.
The open part of this canister, or this freight canister, is facing Solace. So you're on the opposite side of where the open doors are. You'd have to run around the guy, stick it to a barrel, or you can just stick it to the engine or to the side of the car and then run.
Yeah,
And it'll be
yeah.
maybe a smaller
Yeah.
explosion,
So,
or it'll be
but I mean, with the tank, I'm hoping it catches fire to the
yeah. I
to
mean,
the so I'm gonna stick it to like there's just like an exposed kind of innards to where the engine could be,
yeah,
but
it's
it just
a
looks like
forklift,
there's a
so
lot
it's
of
very
yeah. So
you-
so I just stick it toward right the middle, and then I just bolt towards Solace.
towards Solace. So you're running past the guy.
I guess I
It doesn't
run
mean
back
there.
toward Grog.
So you can run behind.
That's true.
him. It's not like
I do want to do that. I'll bolt. I stick the grenade and then I bolt towards Solace at a mad dash
okay.
with
And
lots
that
of
R-dash.
emotional and a mad R dash with lots of emotional music playing.
Okay. Everybody make a perception.
Okay.
Maybe is there another save? No. Let's do perception.
Perception. I don't have perception, so it's at -2, isn't it?
-2.
So I roll 1d20 -2.
2d6 -2.
2d6 -2, even, yeah. Derp. 3. I see nothing. I'm
Okay.
blind to the world.
Yep. You do see R-dash run. R-dash is made like a mad sprint towards Solace. Do you say anything, R-dash, when you do this, or are you just like
No, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, because I see
Yeah,
this
you're
guy
too
running
worried.
up toward the thing, and I think he's gonna come and kill me. So I just.
Vox, you're looking down the sights of your bow, and you've just missed the guy, and you're aiming again, and you see over in the corner, R-dash takes out what you just took out, a grenade, and she winds it and sticks it to the side of the, like you see her hand just disappear behind the side of the truck, and then she starts bolting, and you can't see the grenade in her hand anymore. You can only just imagine the fact that what she just did. You're starting to piece it together, and
Okay.
you're like, uh-oh.
Is there anything solid near me, like cover-wise?
Not enough to hide from a hydrogen explosion. Maybe one grenade explosion, maybe, but you're not. You know that that's a fuel truck.
Yeah.
If
Okay.
that was to explode,
Is there like an armored like thing next to me? If not, I'm sprinting for all high heavens.
there is not.
Okay, I'm running for all hell.
Okay, so you just so you're gonna take double your move. Instead of attacking, and just run towards souls.
Yep.
Okay. The warrior is going to attack. I'm going to have him attack. I'm going to have him attack Vox again, because it just makes sense.
Yeah, I imagine I literally just sprinted past him like, bye.
No, see ya. You even sprint past him. And now he turned back at you, and you just turned, like, and bolted. It's not even running. Your back isn't towards him. Let me just go. So he's rolling. Your armor is. This is the only thing that kind of sucks about the game, is I kind of have to have.
There's like 10 people who just entered the dungeon, and I was the only one to come out alive with gold.
Nice.
Rigged,
that, chat.
boys.
Yeah, we rigged that. So your armor is. Where do we put your armor? Do we put it anywhere? Metal plate is 3, I remember. Okay, so he shoots at you 3 plus 1, so he's got a d20 plus 4. What did...
Oh!
Wow. All right, he shoots you, and you feel the graze of a bullet just tickle the hairs in the back of your calf. And yeah, that's what happened there. Phineas is going to squeeze off another shot. Actually, he's going to reload because it's a crude pistol. Yep.
Yeah.
But he's going to keep moving. So he's going to run. He's going to turn away from you, run, and reload his pistol. Your turn, Grog.
Okay.
I'm sorry, it's your turn, Fox. Excuse me.
No worries.
So you turned and ran. I absolutely missed you before, Grog. Sorry. I just screwed that entire turn up. Anyway, Grog, it's your turn.
Okay.
And then we'll start from the top.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I thought you skipped.
Yeah, I skipped a couple people. But
So what do I see happening around me?
Phineas, I'm not sure if you have tunnel vision when you fight, but Phineas
Pretty much.
is turned around and reloaded a gun. Off your peripherals, you see the guy who's shooting a bow turn and sprinted away. If you look towards that way, you also see R- sprinting away. And when I say away, they're both running towards the direction of Solace.
Okay. If there's
make a
one thing
perception
Grog...
check.
Yeah, okay.
Actually, before we do this.
If there's one thing Grog knows how to do, it's to follow. He's like a... It's like a dog.
I need an adult.
Yeah, literally. -1. No, -2 even. No, am I rolling a d20? I am.
You're rolling
D20 minus 2.
2d6. It's a skill.
Oh, bollocks.
That's all right.
It's okay because I rolled
Skills
awfully.
2d6.
I rolled a 10. There we go.
Yeah, you rolled 10. Sweet.
Sweet.
So yeah, even with that, you saw. I was gonna say that you saw Vox look worried, like he kind of went, "Oh," and then ran. But with your quick scan of the area, you saw R- do the same sort of thing, and then ran. You only hear.
Okay.
You actually heard a slap of metal, metal hitting metal, like a punch, and then you see both of them run, and you saw Vox's face kind of go from a.
You just hear run, 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 run.
Yeah, and then you also
Okay.
hear.
I literally
call.
I
Go,
ran past
run, run,
the
run, run, run,
shop, just like,
run, 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 run.
Okay, Grog starts running.
Okay, so
Grog's
you
a
just
good
go
runner
barrel.
as well.
Yeah, roll a physical save. I just want to see how much you outrun. Like, I can let you just roll a physical save. I'll also let you know what happens.
On D20, I need to release
Yep,
a 12
D20.
or a 4.
Okay, yeah. So you just run past. You run past Phineas.
As he's reloading, he's like, "What's happening?"
Yeah. Actually, I don't know if these videos are going to go to YouTube. Oh, because I didn't start it.
Yeah, they probably will.
Bloody well better.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. So yeah, the where were we? Yes, they just went.
He was
you
running
guys are
right
all
past
running.
Phineas.
Vox, it's your turn. Grog, it's your turn. R-, and then it's going to be Grenade.
oh god. I would not like. How far from Solace am I?
You're about halfway. If you double your move, you'll be there next turn.
I am there.
Okay, so you sprint there. There are two guys working on the. You're running towards loud noises of construction, and you hear this welding gun, and some guy lifts up his mask and is like, "Hey!" And then Are you just gonna run right up onto the ship and like right up the docking platform?
In my head, oh god, can I literally like as I run past, like the guy who lifts his like, in my head it's
Yeah.
like one of those welders helmets,
Yeah,
and
it
as
is.
he lifts it up, I just want to run past, and as I run past, I just want to backhand it back down onto his face.
Okay.
As I run past. Like, nope.
Yeah. All right.
Don't.
So yeah, you double run and just run right up onto the deck. The same with you, R dash. You're a little ahead of Vox, so you can
Right.
double your move and get up on there as well.
Yeah, I just want to run right up onto the